I want to work with some ways to warm up the body a little bit as we get ready to move through our practice. So these are things that you can do before you start a yoga class. Most of my classes that I will send you will have a warm-up of the body, which will include this move and many others. But you can also use these before you get ready to move into any of your resistance or the bands, balls, and yoga pieces that we'll do. So we're going to start right now with this on your back. And this is very easy to just rest on the floor. Take a couple of breaths once you get on your back. And let your exhale sigh out, right? That's what helps the body downregulate, right? Releases tension. So to start out with, hug your knees in towards your chest. And you can point and flex your feet and ankles a couple of times here just to make some circles. And in the opposite direction. And then on an exhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders up. And then on an inhale, releasing back. Now I'm going to hug my right knee into my chest and take that left leg and extend it long along the floor. I want you to flex your ankle and think about pushing out through the heel to try and make the back of that leg as long as possible. And then hug that right thigh in a little closer. You might find you have some more room. Right, and just explore where you've got space, where you feel a little bit of tightness or resistance. And not because you want to force or push, but just to recognize where maybe the body's holding on. And take another breath. And then releasing your left hand, let that knee move out to the side. Now you can just let it rest right here. You can also move that knee up and down, so we're moving that thigh bone in the ball and socket hip joint. And then come back to center, reach up with the opposite hand, and bring that knee across the body. So a couple of things to think about here. One, you can have your arm lower, you can take it out so that you're getting a stretch across the upper body. Now this is a non-forced rotation. Your knee doesn't have to get anywhere near the floor. We are not trying to do anything that is causing any extra strain or stress. We're just rotating, nice and easy. And then inhale, come back to center, hug that knee in one more time, flex out through that left heel. And then go ahead and switch legs. And pressing out now through that right heel, making that right back of the leg as long as you can, hugging that opposite thigh in close to your chest. And if you want to, rocking is really good. Sometimes a little bit of movement can help the body to release anything that it may be holding. And then release that right hand, let that knee open out to the left. And again, you can just hold it. You can make circles with the knee if you want. Go in both directions. Make sure that other leg is still anchored. Again, you can draw the knee up and down, right, towards the shoulder and back, and then bring it back to center, reach up with the opposite hand, and gently rotate over to the side. Nice and easy. And inhale. Come back to center one more time. Good. And then take your feet to the floor. Crossing your right ankle over your left knee and push the knee out away from the body. So you can use your thigh to do that. You can also use your hand if you want to get a little deeper into that. And then we're just going to rock from side to side, right? So just gently warming up hips and pelvis. This is also a great way to cool down after you've done a lower body workout. And then come back to center, making sure the right ankle is flexed. We're going to release that left foot from the floor and just pulse that left thigh in for 3, 2, 1. And then one more time and hold. Reach up, grab behind your thigh, draw that leg in. Ankles still flexed, Still pushing that knee out away from the body. You're going to get into that outer hip. And then releasing your hands, bring that left foot back down to the floor. Cross your right leg all the way over the left. We're going to draw the knees to the right. So again, it's gentle. We're not forcing or pushing with that right leg down on top of that left thigh. We don't want to do anything to overstrain the hip, but just get a little bit of a stretch for that outer hip. And then as we inhale, we come back to center and uncross that right leg. Crossing that left ankle, push the knee away. Again, you can use your hand if you choose. And then releasing that right foot from the floor and pulse in for 3, 2, 1, and then last time in and hold, and behind that thigh, gently draw that leg in. You can use your elbow too if you want to push that thigh out a little further. Both ankles are flexed. And then release that foot back down to the floor as you release your hands. And then we're going to just rock from side to side. Not big, just moving those hips and pelvis. And then crossing that left leg all the way over the right and drawing the knees over to the left. Nice and easy. You're going to feel that stretch all the way up that outer hip, right? And down into your IT band, right? So this is your outer hip. And your IT band connects up here at the top and runs all the way down your outer thigh to your knee. And then inhale, come back to center and uncross those legs. So that is a quick warm-up, cool down that you can do before or after any of the series that I send you. And I'll normally just include this in either direction, but you can do it however you choose. You can do it twice if you want, right? You can open up with it and close with it, depending on how you're feeling when you're done. If you have questions, let me know.